Hey everyone. Today I just wanted to take a little bit of time to make a video about my heart rate monitor and how I have it set up. It's a little confusing because there's not that much documentation, but it's pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. First off, we'll go over supported devices. So the device that I use is this Polar H10. It's kind of like a chest strap. Some smartwatches might work. I will keep the link in the bio so you can go through all the supported devices. I do have an Amazfit watch, but I prefer the chest strap. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you're completely up to date in VCC, all that. You got your avatar ready to go. I'm just going to make a new project. And here you can select all your stuff. Usually I do gesture manager and avatar 3.0 manager. Might as well just put VRC Fury in there. Okay, that took a second. So now I'm just going to speed run this. Okay, now we're at a working avatar. So what you're going to want to do is get these packages that are in the bio. I don't know if there's a specific order, but I will just do the simple counter shader. Import that. And then the better heart rate monitor Unity package. And that should be all the packages that you need to start putting it onto your avatar. So what you can do now is find the heart rate folder. And let's find... So this is the prefab. I don't know why the icon's just messed up. But usually what I do is I'll just put it on the chest. And you might have a better way of doing this. Feel free to not follow me one-to-one if you know more Unity than me. But usually what I do is I just drag the prefab onto chest. And all of this is here. The first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure you drag this dummy down to your head. I think this has to do with the camera. The little eye camera for the local. It's like rough spot, and then you can just kind of delete that. You're going to want to show this, show this. Usually what I do is I make this a little bigger. And then you're going to want to move this to wherever you want. You can be as creative as you want to with this. I'm kind of lazy and I just put it over my chest. A friend of mine put hers on her collar, like on her avatar. So be as creative as you want with this, but for right now I'm just going to put this over my chest. Something like that. So now you have it in a good location. If you want to, you can have this as a local counter for yourself. I usually just leave this off, but let's... Okay, I'm not going to show you how to do this because I need to figure it out myself, but if any of y'all are interested in having the little local counter so you can see it on your eye at all times, let me know and I will figure it out and make a video about it. But for right now, we're just going to hide it and not worry about that part. It's back down here. The next step that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to merge the effects layers. So usually how I do this is I do it the very lazy way with AV3 manager. So you just drag your avatar into the hierarchy, or the selector. You're going to want to hit effects, and then add animator to merge. And then you can literally just drag the FX layer there, and then just hit merge on current. And then just make sure that it did that. Okay, yeah, so it added. Yeah, cool. I guess while we're at it, the next step you can do is to go to your parameters and make sure that there is matching parameters. So what you can do is actually this. Control C. You're gonna want to make this a float. This one's gonna be a bool. And you can add the other ones too. This is for that local like heart rate monitor that only you can see. I think these are supposed to be bools. Let me go check real quick. Yeah, these are supposed to be bools. So this one's gonna be default and saved. Not sure about the other one. But mainly what we need is these two. So just make sure those are good. Next thing we're gonna wanna do is go back to the heart rate folder, go to the animations, and this is the most annoying part. Okay, I guess click on your avatar, go to animation, and you're gonna wanna find this heart rate. So all of these you kind of have to match up to where it is because it doesn't know where it is. So you can just like double click on it until you can rename it. Come on. Okay, here. And then you're literally just going to follow the path. Armature, hips, chest, heart rate. You could take it out of this, but I'm going to be stubborn. Chest. And then it's going to be heart rate slash, oops. Actually, wait, shouldn't this just work? Yeah, okay. So essentially you're just matching up the path. So for like this one, come on. Okay, so it's looking for the heart rate counter, right? Heart rate counter is there. So armature, hips, spine, chest. And then it's going to be heart rate. And then I think it's going to be head. And then a heart rate again. Yeah. So I'm just going to speed run through all of this. And like I said, you can unpack this prefab and take it out of here, but I'm just being really lazy. What you can do too is copy this and use this in the other ones. So it's looking for this st underscore 001 xt01 that would be here. So you can just copy the path from the other ones that was all the way up until there. Okay, there's going to be two on here that I think are not required, which is the skin mesh render blend shape for sweat, and then the the wear Parker for glitter speed. That's also for the sweat, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so now once you've done all this, now you're going to want to go back to your animations and you're going to want to find HR off. Okay, it looks like it fixed itself. Yep. Okay. You can find HR local on and off and then do the same thing, just finding the path for it. Okay, now that that is all set up, all good, you're going to want to test this. So go into play mode. And you're going to want to go to the parameters and turn on heart rate connected. Okay. So it is working, at least that one, and then do like 0.2. Yep. Okay. So now it's working in Unity. You can actually move this too, because I know it doesn't line up one-to-one a lot of the times for some reason. It's close enough. And you can move it up just a little bit. And then since you're in play mode, what you're going to want to do is, don't forget, copy component. Okay, let me make sure that that didn't mess it up. Yep, looks like it's good. Okay, and that's basically how you put it on your avatar. You're going to want to make sure that it loads in VRChat when you upload it and you have everything connected, and I'm going to show you how to connect it right now. So now that all that's done, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download HROSC. And you can, I'll put the link in the description, HROSC. You're going to download this, and you're going to need this to be running in order to connect your phone to it. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to pulsoid.net, and you're going to want to make an account. This is completely free. You do not need the Bro account, or the Bro package, or whatever they call it. You're going to make an account, and then what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to make like a widget, any widget. Once you make a widget, you're just going to want to hit configure, and this little link right here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to copy this part of it. You're going to copy that, and you're going to put it into HROSC. So here's HROSC. You're going to want to go into the settings, you're going to want to go to Pulsoid, and then you're going to want to paste that widget ID right there. And essentially what that does is it'll link it to where whenever it picks it up over here, it will throw it into here, and this will plug it into OSC, which goes into VRChat. I'm going to throw it over to my phone real quick and show you the app that I use. So here I am in the App Store. Pulsoid is the one that I use, so you're just going to install it. You're going to log in or whatever, and this is where your chest strap comes in. So essentially what this does is it talks over Bluetooth. If it's not coming up, what you can do is scan for all BLE devices, and it will connect. And see it's connected. So once it's connected in the phone, it should just automatically be connected here as long as your Pulsoid widget ID is right. And that is basically the bulk of it. Then what you would do is you would just literally log in here, upload it, and then you would just log into VRChat and see if it comes up. It should be automatic. Whether or not you have it on, it should automatically come on, and then if you have it off, it should automatically just disappear, like it's not even there. So let's log into VRChat and actually see if it works. So here we are loaded into VRChat. And what you're going to want to do is find the avatar that you uploaded. So I just made this one right here, echo temp heart rate for the video. Load into it. And it is working. Thankfully. Sometimes it messes up and you gotta go in and, you know, do the avatar debug. This is always here for you. So what you can do is use this page up and page down and find the HR%, HR connected. Make sure that those parameters are in fact working. If they are not, then you have to go back into your Unity project and do some troubleshooting. You're going to want to make sure that your OSC is also on. Make sure that is enabled. You kind of need that. That's pretty much it. There's going to be another part after this that's a little custom. A friend of mine actually had a very good idea to make an outline for this, and I'm going to go over that now if you want to go through that. Make it a little bit more clean, more nice looking. It does require a little bit more setup, but overall I think it's actually really cool. It's hard to see with this on. Hold on. There you go. It's a little bit easier to see with the outline. Okay, one thing that I wanted to show off that one of my friends had that was actually a very good idea is how to give this an outline. The easy way to do this is to just find this little heart rate counter, and you're just going to want to duplicate it. And then what I do is I make sure I rename this like outline. And then you're going to want to go find the material for it. The heart rate materials. Or sorry, no, this one's going to be in RedSim. Yeah, here we go. I think it uses this one. You're just going to duplicate it. And then rename this one outline. And then usually what I do is I change this one to black. Drag it on there. And then you're going to want to move it just slightly back. Like that. Oh yeah, there's also a custom texture for it that I will provide in the bio. I'm gonna call it a bio, it's a description. Okay, this texture is something that my friend made. Basically gonna wanna find the path. And then you're gonna wanna set the settings to a specific thing. Alpha's transparency, check that. Try linear, repeat. You're gonna want to make sure this is like 512. Normal quality, crunch compression up. Make sure these two are unchecked. Then hit apply. So go back over to your material and you're going to want to drag this in there. And there you go. There's another step, but look at that. It looks really cool. Now, in order to make it match up in the animation, you're going to want to find the heart rate animation here. You're going to want to hit record. And then you're going to want to go to outline, change this, make sure you're on the origin. You're going to want to change this to like a 1 or something. Okay, make sure it's back to 0 and now it's on there. And then you're going to want to go all the way to the end. And then do 200. Now, the next step is you have to find the outline here, find the little, oh, what do you even call this? You're going to want to go to both tangents, or you're going to want to hit linear. You're going to want to make sure you do that on both of them, both the keyframes. That's what they're called, linear. So now it matches up. Next step, you're going to want to make sure you just make sure that this is in this animation. So just click it. And now it'll deactivate with the animation when it plays in here. Make sure you do that for heart rate off as well. And that's how you make like a little outline for it. Now you can hide it if you want. It should be automatic. So even if you have it shown in Unity, it should be automatic, but I'm pretty sure you can just sort of turn it off. And then make sure it works. Okay, why isn't it working? Okay, now it's working. A little bit of a hiccup, but you're just going to want to make sure that it is all correct in the animation, that it is indeed working. That should really be it for the avatar setup of it, at least for this section. The like local section I still don't quite get myself, but if anyone is interested, I will make a video about it as well.